Jonathan initiated an offer of $500 and Yuan accepted. Jonathan opted for the lock and deal option as it would be more convenient for him, and Yuan accepted as well. Both parties are informed that the lock and deal algorithm will select a location after considering the location preferences of the buyer and seller. Both parties are to select exactly 5 MRT stations, 1 station on each of the 5 different lines, with the fields pre-populated based on the location preferences they selected in their last transaction. Users can also amend their location preferences before submission. Lock and deal's algorithm will generate a priority list of stations based on the 5 selected stations, and the top priority will be selected for both seller and buyer. In this case, it happens to be Simei. Both parties then accepted this location. An item invoice will then be generated. For the transaction to proceed, Jonathan keyed in his card details accordingly. According to the dimensions specified by the seller when she listed the item, Lock and Deal will then automatically assign a locker which will fit the seller's item. Locker details will then be notified to the seller after the buyer made payment. This includes the station location, which is Simei, locker number 7, locker password 5196, and the status which reminds that the seller has 3 days to drop the item. Lastly, a payment status which reflects that the payment has been made but will be held until the buyer collects the item. At this point, the buyer will merely see the locker location without any details. A progress tracker will be shown to both parties for subsequent steps. As Jonathan would like to find out his exact location for the locker in Simei MRT, he selected the Help button and chose Where is my locker to obtain the precise location. This will allow him to locate the exact exit of MRT station, which is exit A in this case. And on the 3rd day of lock and deal transaction period, Joanne went down to locker number 7 at Simei MRT to deposit the DSLR. However, when she measured the size of the camera, she forgot to take into account the size of the box and accessories, thus the fully boxed item did not fit the locker. She reported the incident to Lock and Deal and was reassigned a medium-sized locker in Upper Changi MRT, the next most convenient location in the priority list, with locker number 7, password 0438, as there were no more medium-sized lockers available in Simei. This change in location is immediately notified to Jonathan as well. Joanne then travelled to Upper Changi MRT to deposit the DSLR, and upon confirming that the locker is secured with the item in it, Lock and Deal's notification system sends the locker details including locker number 7 and password 8340 to Jonathan, and he's prompted to retrieve the item within the next 3 days. The next day, Jonathan went to Upper Changi MRT to retrieve the DSLR. Upon inspection for defects, he found a scratch on the image sensor of the DSLR. He was unsatisfied with the item as it was not mentioned by Joanne in her listing. Feeling disappointed, Jonathan placed the item back into the same locker. IoT sensors in the locker detected that the item was returned after 5 seconds of inactivity and updated Lock and Deal to reject the item. It then notified Joanne to collect the DSLR within the next 3 days. The payment was then refunded to Jonathan within 24 hours since the deal did not go through.